Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next edition of the Losers Lounge podcast. I'm your host, Christian freaking Maracle. It's great to be here, and I must say, people have been asking for this for so long. It's finally here. We are finally going to talk about A&W burgers. That's very interesting. I never thought that would be a case here. Here with me, ladies and gentlemen. First off, introducing two-time Losers Lounge Member of the Year and Optimistic Hall of Famer, the Heelist of Ballers.
Wow. That intro never, ever gets old, Christian Miracle. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, your heel, back with another podcast with my crew. Christian, it's always great to see you. And it's great to be back. We're talking AEW once again. It's been a while since we talk about it.
Wait, hold on. AEW? Oh, I thought it was ANW. I thought people were telling us we should talk about that burger joint, ANW.
What, all network wrestling? What are you talking about?
You know, the burgers. ANW? Burgers, the burger family? Ever heard of them?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You know, people have been asking that for so long, so I'm just going to go ahead and let's go through a run-through of those burgers. Wait, no. Oh, crap. This isn't a script. This is my lunch idea.
Exactly.
I'm a dumbass. We're here to talk about AEW All Out, and this is the first time we're talking AEW since Volgear 2020. The reason we stopped doing it for a while is because of their crazy copyright abuse. Before we get to whoever's next here, ladies and gentlemen, first off, there's a guy to our right who's got a cloak over his head. Never seen him before, but we'll deal with him in a moment. But first, I want to say this, guys. The reason things don't look the same on this podcast, you're looking at text on a screen rather than our traditional images of each of the matches or the symbols. The reason for that is because of AEW's over abuse in the copyright system, and right now, I don't want to take risks at the moment. But if time goes on and things start working out looking good, I may consider trying to put things back in one step at a time. And no, this does not mean I'm bringing back the AEW sense. Sorry, folks. I just don't want to take that risk right now. But, in the meantime, it's time to see who's underneath this cloak over here.
All right.
Willie, give me a drum roll, please.
All right, here.
That works. It is... Oh, wait. Sorry, that's just the statue of Mona Lisa. Sorry. I was supposed to take this thing... I was supposed to ship this thing out yesterday.
How'd you get it, though? How much money did you pay for it?
Look, here's the thing. You'd be amazed at how much money you can get for smuggling things out of big-time museums.
Wait. Never mind. But continue.
Yeah. But there's somebody behind that statue. Holy shit! Ladies and gentlemen, it's Optimistic Hall of Famer Connor Riley!
Oh.
How's it going, everybody? It's been 2 long years.
So you've been hiding behind that thing for 2 years?
I don't know why y'all haven't looked for me, man. I wasn't that hard to find.
Oh, shit, that's right. We were playing hide and seek 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think I must have just forgotten him. Good God, you're skinny as hell.
Wow.
You're skinny as hell. You need to eat something.
Yeah.
Hey, man. It's been 2 years. Y'all haven't fed me in 2 years.
It's all good. All right, folks. Jokes aside, Connor Riley is here for the first time since, I believe, AEW Double or Nothing 2019.
Yep. I'm happy to be back. I'm very excited for this.
Let's
go.
So, folks, we're talking AEW All Out, which is this upcoming Sunday, taking place at the Now Arena in Hoffman Estates, Illinois, of which I will be attending. This is going to be my first AEW show. Think about that for a moment. My first AEW show is this big-time pay-per-view with a stacked match card.
Real.
It's honestly more stacked than a New Day set of pancakes.
Well, the SmackDown roster, that's a very old one right there, so...
No, the SmackDown roster is pretty good, actually. I like it, but let's move forward. All right, folks, for once, we ain't talking about WWE, because it's not relevant tonight. Tonight, what is relevant is AEW. All Elite Wrestling is hosting their third annual All Out, and for my personal opinion, this is only a personal opinion, 2019, successful, fantastic show. 2020, insanely awful, disgusting, and oh my god, that Sammy Guevara, Matt Hardy situation.
And people legitimately having a joke with y'all made me for some reason, made me freaking pissed off. Not even wrestling-wise pissed off, just angry in general.
2020, we had a freaking 45-minute rant on that, I believe.
Yes.
That was crazy.
We don't talk about the Sammy Guevara versus Malford.
Yeah, that was horrible. So, 2019, good show. 2020, awful show. We are 1-1. It's time to see what's going to break the tie. Is it going to be on the win side or the loss side? Here's the thing. We may have a stacked match card, but that will all determine by the quality of said matches.
Correct.
Connor, before we get started, I just want to say, aside putting all the jokes aside from the statue, where have you been the last 2 years?
I've been playing basketball. This year is my senior year of basketball, so after this I'll be done, and then I will continue training for pro wrestling. So it's been kind of hard to get on the podcast a lot of the time. That's why it's been it's been 2 years. So yeah, but I'm back here, so I'm excited, and hopefully I will actually be able to get on the podcast more often. So we'll see.
There you go, folks. This goes to show that Connor is prepping for his future, and that is why we are so proud of him. Double R Rice to Ryan is working at the moment, so he is unavailable to join us.
Yep.
And Kelsey, we love you very much, and we miss you very much.
We do.
I do miss Kelsey.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, who is ready to talk AEW?
Hey.
Me?
Nobody? Okay, folks, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into this 6-minute podcast. I'm sorry, but we're not talking about this anymore.
That's a world record!
Exactly.
6 minutes is the record for the shortest podcast ever. And then, of course, there's the longest one, which is almost 7 hours.
Exactly.
I don't think Connor would have been able to go through that.
I would have died, I think.
For real.
Yeah. But the good thing is, you're alive and everything's okay.
Yep.
So how this is going to work, folks, is we'll talk the pre-show match first, but then we're going to go through the non-title matches, followed by the title matches. You guys know how it works. That's how we always do it. It's always been that way. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the 21-woman casino battle royale. The winner gets an AEW Women's World Title match in the future. Mm-hmm. So far, as of this podcast, it's Tuesday, August 31st. So we know quite a number of participants, but we still don't know 9 of them. So in other words, we know 10 participants. Because as far as I'm concerned, 9 plus 10 is 21, right?
Yes.
21.
Oh my god, I had to make that reference since there's 21 women, only 10 of them are confirmed. I'm like, so we still have 9 left. There's 10 of them confirmed, 9 left. 9 plus 10, 21.
Yep.
But I want to take a moment and say, before we announce who's in the participants so far that we know of, with all due respect, this is... AEW is really going overboard on doing too many casino battle royales. This is literally... There hasn't even been a pay-per-view in 2021 that did not host one.
That's crazy.
Look at Revolution. There was the tag team casino battle royale. Then there was Double or Nothing, the world title casino battle royale. Now it's one for the women. At least it wasn't the same.
Why not?
At least it wasn't the same thing. Yeah, at least they're going through a tag team. They're going through the world title. Then they're going through this one. I'm predicting that Full Gear there's going to be one for the TNT title next. Because, put all 4 of them together.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. All right, who's all in this match? Those who are confirmed include Jade Cargill, Emi Sakura, Hikaru Shida, Red Velvet, Penelope Ford, Diamante, what is that?
Yes.
Diamante, got it. Tay Conti?
Tay Conti, yes.
My apologies, folks. Sometimes I have a hard time reading these things. Julia Hart, Big Swole, Adam Rose's bunny, apparently.
Bruh.
I saw the bunny, and I automatically assumed that was Adam Rose's bunny.
Bruh.
I mean, we already saw the bunny's kids at WrestleMania with Miz and Morrison.
Bro.
Thunder Rosa and Nyla Rose.
Love her.
Thunder Rosa.
All right. Those are the 10 women that we know. 11. No, that's not even right. It's 12, actually. It's not 9. It's not 10. It's 12. 12 women so far.
Jeez.
Got it.
Finally.
At first it was a joke, but then I legitimately forgot the right number.
Good gosh.
Something's wrong with me today.
Okay. It's the first time talking to AEW in almost 2 years, so yeah.
almost 2. Dude, it hasn't even been 1. We were literally ranting the living hell out of All Out last year.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot last year anyway, so.
Yeah, that's okay. 2020, nobody wants to remember that.
Nobody.
For any reason. But what I'm going to say now here is the Casino Battle Royales are being a little overused. A little bit.
I never really cared about the Casino Battle Royals that much.
I sleep on them, for real.
Honestly,
yeah,
one of the only...
I never cared.
I'm trying to be rude here.
I mean, it's a really good match concept, but they're overdoing it. I'm like, I understand if you want to put it on Double or Nothing because, that's a damn gambling thing, and this whole thing is about gambling, so it makes sense to put it...
I guess I could see it if people aren't booked. They can just put them in that Battle Royal so they are booked for the pay-per-view. It's just, I never really cared for it anyways, so I don't know.
Hey, what do you know? That's been some other places' big mistake of having a Battle Royal on the pre-show. Oops.
Yep.
I would think other places would learn their lesson from that. But, we're not going to do that. Folks, when it comes to the Casino Battle Royale, the first time ever there was a Casino Battle Royale, for the women anyway. Well, who the hell won that one? I think it was Nyla Rose? Something like that, for the women anyway.
So that sounds right.
Yeah, at All Out 2019 was the first time ever that there was a women's Casino Battle Royale. It was won by Nyla Rose, because then she, earned her spot in the inaugural women's title match. So, as a matter of fact, that's the only one. That's the only women's Casino Battle Royale that ever happened. And now, folks, All Out 2 years later, Nyla Rose is in this match. But I don't think she's going to win it this time. Not this time, no. Because let's be fair. She's already tried and contended for that women's title several times ever since Dr. Britt Baker won it.
Yep.
There's still 9 women we don't know who's going to be in the match. So by the time this podcast releases, we'll have known who some of those 9 women will be. But you know what? We don't. So we're never going to know who the Joker is until the last one. But I will say, I honestly think the Joker... The one who's going to draw the Joker card, since they like to do all these big-time surprises thing, it's going to be Ruby Soho.
Yeah.
Formerly Ruby Riott. But I don't think she's winning it. Because here's the thing. To have the Joker be a surprise entrant and then have that surprise entrant win doesn't exactly work.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, you want to get the cool moment, yeah, but you want to take that away from the others who actually are worth their asses off here? All right. Connor, it's been a long time since you've been around, so I'll actually start with you. Who do you predict is going to win the Casino Battle Royale?
I predict my girl, Thunder Rosa. I love Thunder Rosa a lot.
Thunder.
She's one of the best. She's one of the best women in the division, so I think Thunder Rosa is winning.
Thunder Rosa, that's a really good pick and whatnot. It's like, she's one of very few. Here's the thing: the women's roster, in my opinion, is still a little bad. It really needs a lot of work.
A little bad? Trash.
Okay, it's trash.
It's garbage.
I was just trying to be nice, okay?
No, there is no nice on this podcast. We don't sugarcoat anything around here. We gotta be brutal.
We gotta be brutal, angry. All right, I'll admit it. Yeah, the women's division is still absolute shit, so I'm kind of glad this is on the pre-show.
Exactly.
But Thunder Rosa is one of the few women who are actually not shit.
Exactly.
I like Thunder Rosa a lot.
She's great.
Now that I think about it, Dr. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, how cool would that be for a title match?
So I want her to win, man. That would be so good.
For real.
Yep. For me, I know this is probably like a little bit of a stretch, but I would probably say I'm actually going to pick 2, all right? If that's okay.
Yeah, our podcast, whatever you want.
Yeah, Red Velvet or Jade Cargill.
Okay.
Willie, what about you?
I guess, let me think. I'm going to go with Thunder Rosa. I guess my backer would be, since I'm a pretty big fan of her, I guess Tay Conti.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I like Tay Conti, too. I think
she's great.
Too.
Winner will be facing Dr. Britt Baker, who we will be talking about later on.
Yeah.
But Casino Battle Royales, they really need to not overuse them and whatnot. They used to just do that for Double or Nothing and the occasional one at All Out, but now they did it on Revolution. What's the odds they're going to do it at Full Gear and then just make that an annual, like a traditional pay-per-view thing or something? I don't know. All right, well, folks, we're going to go on to the main show. We have 9 matches on the main show. Oh, my God. Is this going to be a damn 5-hour show or something?
Yes.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to be at the event, folks. So if I'm into the action, I most likely will lose track of time. After all, I lost track of time at 5-hour WrestleManias. So it works. Once you're there in person, you forget about what time it is.
That's true.
So,
Yep.
I honestly looked through all these matches. I'm like, what is the one match we should start off with that would be really cool? That would actually be really cool. Because, I like to start off our predictions on a Fast and Furious pace. Furious pace.
Puns.
Which, by the way, folks, Fast and Furious 9 sucks ass. I actually went
I've
ahead
heard.
and tried to watch it. I actually tried to watch it. I couldn't even make it past 30 minutes.
Dang.
After all, I didn't watch a lot of the other ones and because they were just god-awful. Alright, but I know some that is definitely not going to be god-awful. Here's what we're going to start off with. Pac versus Andrade El Idolo.
Yo, I'm so excited for this match.
It's Pac. Not Pac.
Pac-Man, Pac-Man, World 2. Who gives a shit?
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Wait, is there a wrestler named Pac-Man?
There probably is somewhere.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Unfortunately, Namco would sue for that.
True.
Namco is the company that created Pac-Man, so...
True.
Alright. These guys, both of them used to be major stars in the NXT division. Both of them former NXT champions. Both of them shined well in their matches. Moving over to AEW. Pac has been really good. And Andrade, it's freaking Andrade. What would you expect?
Heck yeah.
Andrade is used to be accompanied by Vicky Guerrero, but now he's being accompanied by Chavo Guerrero Jr.
Ooh, Chavo.
I think that's a better manager, anyways.
For real.
Meanwhile,
works better for him, in my
Vicky,
opinion.
honestly, I think she just wants to stay with Nyla Rose, and that's understandable. It's female and female, male and male. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Now, this match, Pac and Andrade, is a serious thing. I could probably see this lasting possibly 15 minutes. I'm just hoping that some of the matches get cut down for time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if there's 9 matches on the main show, if we do not want a 5-hour match, that was WWE's mistake.
Exactly.
So, this actually match could go either way. I've been going back and forth trying to think to myself who should be the winner of the match. And finally I decided I predict Andrade El Idolo will win this match. I think that'd be great, but what I'm excited for the most is just a fun match. You know, that's what we always look for. And yeah, Heel Balor, I'll start with you. Your prediction and thoughts on Pac versus Andrade El Idolo.
I'm really looking forward to this match. I think it'll be one of those high-flying, risk-taking matches. Of course, it's Pac and Andrade, so what do you expect from these two? The storyline's been I'm not paying attention to it, but when they get in the ring, their star power is going to shine. And I don't expect anything less from these two. And I'm going to go for Andrade to get the win.
Quick, easy, super. That's awesome. All right, Connor, what's your thoughts on the Pac versus Andrade match?
I'm really excited for this match, actually. I'm going to predict Andrade is going to win this because I feel like it just makes sense for Andrade to win. I would not be opposed to Pac winning, but I just think it would really help Andrade if he would win this match, in my opinion. And so I have Andrade winning this.
That's 3 of us for Andrade. We are so sorry, Pac.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
If Pac won, I wouldn't be mad. I love Pac too, but I just think Andrade's winning.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Andrade's more of the fresh face around here. He showed up around July or something. When did he show up? It was right after Double or Nothing. I know that.
Correct.
Because Vicky Guerrero introduced him after splitting
And
Mark Henry's
no reaction to his debut.
Yeah, after she split up Mark Henry's ears with her yelling out, "Excuse me!"
Andrade El Idolo. It was so weird because the crowd just was like,
at first
went silent. They just went silent.
They went silent, and then they saw his face. They're like, "Oh!"
Exactly.
I honestly, like, from the moment I just hear the first name Andrade, I'm like, who the hell else do we know whose name is Andrade here?
Exactly.
Especially if she quoted him as a world-class athlete.
Which, that is so true.
I'm like, yeah, it's Andrade Cien Almas. Duh, no shit. How
That's
the hell did they not realize it? And yet they say that WWE's the only casual thing. Look at that, there's casuals in that crowd.
Like all wrestling companies, like Ring of Honor. I kind of like Ring of Honor.
Yeah, so far. Yeah, pretty much let's be honest, each wrestling company has their own fair share of casuals and marks.
Bingo!
There's never one that has more than the other. It may seem like so, but let's be perfectly fair. We just don't pay attention to some.
We don't.
So, that's the reason why we don't see much.
Someone suck the fun out of everything.
Yeah, really, that's unfortunate. Okay, folks.
Fun sucker.
We're going to move on to the next match. The next match is Paul Wight versus QT Marshall. Paul White's going to win. Okay, we're going to move on to the next match. Jon Moxley versus Satoshi Kojima. Which I'm like, okay. I'll be perfectly honest.
Who?
Okay, Satoshi Kojima. He's
good.
Yeah, he's a wrestler.
Like I know the name, but I swear to God, I've never watched.
Have you seen?
it.
Oh, you haven't seen? I've seen a few of his matches. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's currently in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's actually a 2-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Yep.
Okay.
7-time Tag Team Champ.
Mm-hmm.
He won the G1 Climax in 2010.
Yep.
So this guy's obviously been around for a while.
For real.
So but here's the thing. I heard reports or something that initially it was supposed to be, what was it, Hiroshi Tanahashi?
Yes. The ace.
Yeah, and I heard something about there was like a major COVID outbreak, I believe.
Yeah, in Japan, all that, because their main champion has COVID. Kota Ibushi has COVID. Well, he actually suffered the side effects from the vaccine, all that, so he's good now. But I think they just switched plans, so it's kind of understandable.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Like, that's the one thing some people have to understand, because I still seen some comments saying it should have been Tanahashi. I'm like, hey, have you not been looking at what's going on?
Exactly.
I mean, a big example of something that is like, here, hey, do you want to know? Hey, you want to see what's going on? Here's what's going on. Here's a big example of that.
Apparently, it's going to happen at a different date, so don't worry, folks. You're going to get it. Just not now.
Yeah. And not to mention, also, here's another big example. Some people actually complain because WWE apparently postponed their SmackDown event in New Orleans on October 1st.
New Orleans.
But here's the big reason for that. Everybody knows what the fuck happened to New Orleans recently.
Bro, my mom is currently in Louisiana because she's doing a traveling job as a nurse to help everybody out in New Orleans right now. So
that's cool.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're praying for everybody over there. By the way,
Heck yeah.
We over here at the Losers Lounge pray for the safety and hopefully everyone down in Louisiana and everyone else affected by Hurricane Ida is safe, is okay. I heard there was a shit ton of damage because it arrived in Louisiana as a Category 4 hurricane.
Yes.
Good fucking God. That's
wind
speeds up to 150 miles per hour.
But it's still crazy.
Yep. Right now, of course, I think it was recently downgraded to a tropical storm, so at least the damage is starting to slow down a little bit, which is a good thing. But it's understandable that things were moved. But that just goes to show, don't complain about things being moved unless you read things first, folks.
Exactly.
WWE didn't do this because of potentially COVID-19, no. They did this because New Orleans needs to repair. And a lot of other places in Louisiana needs to repair after all the damage that was caused. Houses destroyed, like things overturned.
Yeah.
So much damage, destruction, injuries. Did anyone die? Hope nobody died.
For real.
Well,
you're very healthy and safe out there.
Yeah. So that just goes to show things happen. So don't complain about things happen until you realize the reason why. That goes back to Jon Moxley taking on Satoshi Kojima, rather than someone like Hiroshi Tanahashi or Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah, because AEW is totally gonna somehow get Okada.
Yeah, no, they're not doing that. Okada is too major a star in New Japan do anything like
No
that.
offense, but the New Japan fan base don't deserve Okada. Not now. You got to earn him. You got to really earn. What's up?
We got a hot take over here.
Damn right.
We always have hot takes on this podcast.
I can address the comments right now. That's what everyone's trying to do. Like, that's just my opinion right there. They need to earn Okada.
I'm going to keep it real. I haven't watched New Japan in a while, so I have no opinion on Okada right now because I have no idea. So
I've always been impressed with him. He's been honestly one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen.
I always liked Okada. I haven't watched him in a long time, so
He's the same, kind of.
All right. So
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention either, so.
So, yeah, some of us, we may not know much about what's going on, with Satoshi Kojima and his history, but from what I've read, and I'll actually look back on some videos, he is a highly talented athlete.
Mm-hmm.
And Jon Moxley has had a habit of facing a lot of Japan wrestlers lately.
He has.
Especially since, he was IWGP US champ for like a year or two or something like that.
Yes. 500 days as champion, or 700 days as champion. Let me rephrase that.
Crazy.
Remember when Lance Archer won the IWGP US title for like 2 weeks?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty good stuff.
Lance Archer, another example of a name we're not talking tonight because he ain't on the pay-per-view card. This is what happens when you hire too many people, folks.
Exactly.
All right.
I feel so bad for him. For real.
Yeah, Jon Moxley, everybody knows him. Duh. He's honest.
Exactly.
He's been AEW since literally day one, their first day at Double or Nothing 2019.
Yep.
What
a guy.
He's he's the longest reigning AEW World Champ, but Kenny Omega's about to pass that. This Sunday at All Out, Kenny Omega is going to literally tie the record. Given his match, which we'll be discussing later on, I think he's going to go past it, but that's a little conversation for later.
Yep.
In the meantime, ever since Drop the Towel, Jon Moxley, started teaming up with Eddie Kingston, and I'll be honest, that's been a pretty good tag
I love Eddie Kingston. He's great.
Yeah, and folks, we're actually going to be talking about Eddie Kingston a little later because he's also on the card. He's been put on. But I will say, no disrespect to Jon Moxley, but this match is one I could honestly pass on.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah.
It just seems a little out of nowhere. And plus, when he made the challenge for All Out, I was like, wait, whoa, back up. What the hell happened? I was like, wait, what? He challenged this guy to this pay-per-view. What? That's all I said. I was like, what? Okay. To me, no disrespect, this is honestly put in place just so Moxley can be on the match card since he's on the damn poster of this show.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that, I just don't see a good reason for this match to exist. Other than it's Jon Moxley. And
they just want to fill the card up more, in my opinion.
I get that AEW's been, doing their deals lately with the likes of Impact Wrestling and New Japan.
Impact, I feel so bad for them.
Yeah, I do too, really badly. But
poor Impact. They've been abused.
They're being hanging on by a thread, man.
For real, dude.
For the last 6 years.
For real. I don't know how they're still around.
Yeah,
Christian Cage is their champion though. So
yeah, true.
Yeah, Christian Cage, an AEW wrestler, is their champion.
Yeah. It's not even change hands in their company. That's just so funny.
Oh my gosh. So for now, I'm honestly just gonna say Jon Moxley is gonna win this match. I mean, I guarantee they're gonna put on a good show, and Kojima is definitely gonna probably pull out a few tricks of his own. But in the end, I think Mox is gonna take this. Connor, what about you?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Moxley. I mean, this match could surprise me. It's just not a match that just wows me. But I think Mox is gonna win.
All right, and Neil Ballard?
That guy named John.
John Cena?
You wish. Yeah, John Cena walking through the doors of AEW. Yeah, wrestling will change if that happens. Yeah, Jon Moxley's going to win the match.
Win the title?
I'm going to say win the title.
You almost said win the title. What title? There's no title match.
I don't know.
He's the self-proclaimed champion, okay? That's all that
yeah, that's right. See, Connor gets what I'm saying over here. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's once again 3 for John Moxley. There was 3 for Andrade, 3 for Paul Wight, 3 for John Moxley. Oh my God!
This
Yes.
show sounds predictable.
Because who really predicts QT Marshall to beat Paul Wight?
Dude, imagine if he just squashes him, like Paul Wight just like gets like absolutely obliterated.
I would. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I would feel, to be honest with you.
Well, you are beautiful on the inside.
Oh, that song. I like Jericho, but oh my god, that song is getting so annoying.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match we're talking about is a career-threatening match.
Chris Jericho, enough said.
Chris
Yeah,
Jericho versus MJF. And this has been a feud that's been going on since literally Full Gear 2020.
Yep.
Full Gear 2020, MJF beat Chris Jericho for the right to join the Inner Circle. Several months later, actually they teamed up for the tag team titles at Revolution. And then, after that, MJF betrayed Jericho and created the Pineapple.
Yeah, the pineapple, which is already dead, apparently.
Yeah, it is.
No, wait.
It's gone.
It's dead. Like, it has not been seen. Like, everyone is just disbanded.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Here's the thing.
It was
As
just
of
a
right
Wal-
now...
It was just a Walmart. It was just a Walmart Inner Circle. Let's be honest here.
Yeah,
Pretty
as of-
much.
Yeah, here's
Even
the...
the Inner Circle's dead, I think. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned,
God.
Jericho's got his shit going on with MJF. Santana and Ortiz, I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're like in a few occasional tag team match here and there. Sammy Guevara, he's got his thing going on with Fuego del Sol, and Jake Hager is just Jake Hager.
Yeah, Jake Hager's just, I don't know.
So I'm just saying, like, the Pinnacle, the Inner Circle, the two factions that were part of the Blood and Guts match,
Yes.
gone.
just gone.
Well, here's the
Where-
thing. AEW's
I
got
think-
way too many
I think-
factions these days. It's about time that some of them are starting to split.
I think the Inner Circle ran their course though, so I think it's
Dude,
better that they're.
The Inner
I think it's-
Circle should have ended around, I think, like November of last year, in my opinion. Oh my god.
I liked the Inner Circle, but I think it's just better for all of them if they just
Yeah,
work
for real.
together anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Pinnacle
So,
only
yeah.
existed so MGF could have some folks to go contend against the Inner Circle. So in other words, his
How'd that work out?
Wardlow, Sean Spears,
Chris
FTR.
Sean Spears. And Wardlow's my guy. I like the guy. Wardlow's
I
great.
like Ward.
Yeah, I like
Sean
Wardlow
Spears,
as well. He's
eh.
really good. Sean Spears,
Sean
he doesn't
Spears,
do good
eh.
no matter where he goes.
Like, he doesn't do. Remember the big thing with him, like, in the chairman? And he busted Cody's head up and all that, and just he was the talk of the town. And then, like, I think 3 weeks later, it's just like, oh well, that guy, he's just there.
Yeah, he's just
People
that
are
guy.
actually hyped for Sean Spears.
They were
Never mind.
like, they were legit hyped. Dude, this is the same company. This is the same company where fans were hyped for Jake Hager. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, like,
Outside of the
Okay,
Inner
Jake
Circle.
Hager actually like surprised me. I was not expecting.
yeah,
that.
true,
I was
true.
Like, I was like,
Like, yeah,
what?
true.
Yeah, Jake
True.
Hager, when he joined up with the Inner Circle, like, to me, though, no disrespect, but I think, honestly, his only highlights were the Stadium Stampede matches.
Yeah.
He had a freaking cage fight with Wardlaw, I think, and no, who was it?
And literally nobody remembers it.
Yeah. So there you go. I just reminded you of it.
Yeah, I just now realized that happened.
Oh,
Santana and Ortiz, honestly, like, in their times of
they're
Inner
doing
Circle,
nothing.
they were not that good in the Inner Circle.
They shouldn't. I don't. Oh my god! Like, where could you have?
It seems
No,
like the...
I think Sammy Guevara benefited from the Inner Circle a lot.
He
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
He did.
Sammy Guevara is the only one that actually did some really cool stuff outside. Because here's the thing: next to like the whole stuff with a Stadium Stampede, his whole feud with Matt Hardy, not counting in the just shit that happened at All Out, but he had a feud with Matt Hardy that went on for months.
It
And
was
then
actually good.
he had a banger match with MJF. So
Oh,
And
he
with
did.
MJF. Now apparently he's got a tag team going on with Fuego del Sol. It seems like he is setting himself up, ready to go.
Which is
excited
good.
for him, man.
And then there's Chris Jericho, where it's Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho.
Just plant his name over anything, and it's good. He's good to go no matter
At
what.
times, yeah.
Well, he's good to go. That's honestly what I meant to say. So, after the whole thing going on with the second Stadium Stampede match, I'll be honest. As I mentioned, we never reviewed or predicted Double or Nothing 2021, so I'm just going to flat out say the Stadium Stampede of 2021 was a waste of time.
Yeah.
Because
for real.
there didn't need to be a second one. The only reason the first one existed is because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and it was a fantastic idea. And hell, the match in 2020, how good was it?
This was fantastic. It was good. This one this year was okay. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was, but there are just a few things that didn't even belong in that match. Like just no. One batter, they just didn't need to happen, just like you guys said.
Yep. And so after that took place, Chris Jericho started pursuing singles matches against MJF. So MJF says, MJF literally,
apparently.
Yeah, MJF apparently did the same thing that he did to Cody Rhodes in 2019 to 2020. All right, if you want to match with me, you got to do this. You got to do that. Remember the whole thing about Cody Rhodes taking the lashings and everything? I'm like, it got to the point where I was like, dude, it's just MJF. Why are you risking yourself getting whipped like this over that guy?
Yeah, that was a segment.
But at least in this case, it's been funny with Jericho and MJF because he created what's called the Labors in Jericho.
Oh, I didn't know Jericho's having a kid. No.
Yeah. All right. So Chris Jericho did
reaction.
Crazy things, whether it was he had to win via a top rope maneuver, or could not use the Judas effect, or could not use the Judas theme song.
That was funny.
The thing about not using the Judas effect, I was just like, just use the code breaker. Like it's... Oh my gosh.
Codebreaker, Walls of Jericho, there you go.
The Lion Tamer, like, you have more
Yeah,
in the arsenal.
The thing about Chris Jericho, bro, is he has like a million finishers, so he would have been fine.
Exactly.
And no offense, but the Judas effect... Yeah, the Judas effect, in comparison to those other ones, just looks weak. It's like John Cena's It's like John Cena's little 6-move of Doom Punch.
Not a lightning fist, which could not harm anybody.
Yeah, that honestly did not work out well.
Nope.
So, in the final labor, Chris Jericho finally faced MJF, but lost.
Yep.
So Chris Jericho challenged MJF to the match at All Out, stipulating if he loses, then he would retire.
I rolled my eyes because I was like, dude, that's the end of the feud. You lost. Move on.
Yeah. I will admit he had a good promo when he said that, like, people told me, he's like, why does this bother you? You're Chris Jericho. And I said, it bothers me because I am Chris Jericho.
Exactly.
That was actually pretty good. I like that one. MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Honestly, like he's honestly been one of the top heels in wrestling in recent years that I've seen. He does really good at making everybody get pissed off at him, so he's definitely doing his job right. The thing, of course, the thing, of course, is this whole thing with Jericho. In my opinion, this whole thing should have been at All Out rather than that final labor being on a random episode of Dynamite.
Bro.
So, now we're having another one. Hopefully this is the true end of their damn feud.
It has to be.
Either MJF wins and Chris Jericho retires from wrestling, which honestly, I wouldn't mind because Chris Jericho, sorry, man, it's your time.
He's done everything. Bro, he's done everything.
Yeah. Hell, he's the fucking first ever AEW World Champion, and he helped put AEW on the map.
Exactly.
So, it's one of those, I did this, now it's your turn to take the reins from me.
Exactly.
But despite that, I honestly think Chris Jericho's going to win this match, because I don't think he's going to retire entirely, because let's be fair. Who the hell retires these days?
Nobody.
Yeah, let's talk to Ric Flair. Hey, are you still retired? Oh, no, you're not? What's going on?
Please don't step back in the ring at your age. That is legit.
Hey, let's talk to Sting over here. Hey, are you... Oh!
Technically, Sting is still taking bumps at 62 years old. That's
Sting just hit me with his baseball bat.
He's playing footsie with
AEW's booked Sting pretty well, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, so
at least they kept him safe.
If they protect him, that's fine. But still, stop putting him in matches. Just keep him with Darby Allin and just
No,
leave
keep
it.
him away from Darby. We'll talk about that when we get to certain match. But oh my god,
Yeah, just like putting Sting in the ring in 2021 is not cool. Same thing with Ric Flair. I don't care.
So
I don't care
weird
how
with that.
safe you want to try and make it. It's not going to look good. Hell, while he has impressed us with being able to take bumps, his performance in matches has sucked, and that's because of his age.
He's just getting up there, man. It happens.
That's why I'm saying Chris Jericho. He's still one of the best there is, but you can clearly see that his age is catching up to him.
Mm.
Take care of yourself while you still got the chance, bro.
All right, Matt Riddle.
No, I didn't say like take the chance while you still got it, bro.
Okay.
All right, but I think Jericho's still gonna win this because I don't think he's gonna be completely done with this yet. I mean, I know Fozzie's going on tour, but if Fozzie's going on tour, why would he say the "I'm gonna retire from in-ring competition" thing?
Type up the match, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, the tour thing is only going to be like, what, a few months maybe? One of them's going to be on his freaking cruise. And I think Jericho
I'd love
might
to go
have a
on
match
his
on his
cruise.
cruise.
I would love to go on one of his cruises. They seem fun.
Yeah, how cool would it be if us in the Losers Lounge went on Jericho's cruise?
And we hijack it.
Well, we'd have to. I mean, Conor Riley might be having a match on a cruise one of these days, and we want us to get front row tickets for this.
Oh, for real?
Connor, you better do this for us, or else.
No pressure, guys. No pressure.
All right, Connor, your thoughts on the Jericho versus MJF match going on?
I just don't see Jericho retiring right now, at least. I mean, at least right now. So I just think Jericho's going to win, which is kind of stupid because I think MJF should win. I honestly think that next year MJF's going to be like probably the world champion. So I don't know why he's going to lose this match. But I'm just going to say Jericho is going to win because I don't see MJF, or I don't see Jericho retiring.
All right, but besides, MJF has already beaten him 3 times, so I think that's where it's coming in, right?
Yeah.
3 wins. MJF's got 3 wins on him. Jericho doesn't have 1, so Jericho will win it. All right, Heel Balor, your turn.
This match in this rivalry should have ended a few weeks ago with MJF getting the win. That should have been it. But no, AEW, like they usually do, wants to continue the thing, which is understandable, but it's just playing out way too long, in my opinion. And I just like Connor said, I think MJF would get more of a rub than ever with this match if he were to win. But obviously that's not going to happen. Chris Jericho's going over. It's way too obvious. And in my opinion, this feud's been going on for just way, way too long. Like, it's okay to go with the storyline for a little bit, but this has been going on for far too long. And it's just been twists, turns, up, down, left, right, all over the place. And you just should have ended it a few weeks ago with MJF going over. But typical AEW. And WWE does the same thing, too. Before y'all write in the comments, oh, WWE does it, too. Yeah, WWE does it, too. So,
oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of WWE's feuds go on way too long. Shall we remind them of Roman Reigns and King Corbin?
Exactly. Let's not see dog food in AEW.
Dog foods. Then there was a horrible TLC match, a Falls Count Anywhere match, and a steel cage match, and another match, and another match, and another match.
Exactly. It's just like, with MJF and Jericho, like, I just think this should have ended a few weeks ago. Like, I'm like, okay, that's the end of the feud right there. MJF gets the win, time to move on.
Or if you wanted,
Jericho,
if you wanted to have, like, the feud ended All Out, then have that initial Last Labor take place at All Out.
That's what I'm saying. What I was thinking is, like, the Last Labor is going to be like, okay, it's going to be a mystery opponent. It's going to be, I don't know, just throw a random person out there. There's your final opponent. If you win that, that's when you get me at the pay-per-view. That didn't happen. Like, come on, man. Come on now.
So you believe Jericho's got this?
Dude, yeah.
Yep. All right,
Jericho's
once again,
not going anywhere.
3 for Jericho, 3 for Moxley, 3 for Andrade, 3 for Paul.
Why is this pay-per-view so predictable?
Why are we doing this? What's happening? I guarantee the next match will be a 3 for 3 on that one, too. Good God, ladies and gentlemen, I did not think we would ever be talking about this. I truthfully did not think this would ever be a thing. But after all these years, it is actually here. It is actually happening. Ladies and gentlemen, Christian Maracle is going to return to wrestling!
Yay!
Don't know when, but I plan to.
Wait, Christian, I don't think that's what time it is. Hang on, my watch is saying something. That's right. It's clobbering time!
Fine, if you want me to punch you in the face, alright, get over here. Let's go. Let's do this. Hey, Connor, get over here! Yeah. That was some good clobbering, right?
Yeah.
But you know what it's time for? It's pizza time!
Dang, that's pizza time.
Oh, wait,
No
that's
pineapple.
No, wait, no, that's
Yeah,
December.
no pineapple.
That's December. Sorry for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, folks, Spider-Man No Way Home releases in December 2021, and I'm so excited.
Thank God.
All right, that's enough joking around. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about Darby Allin competing against the guy who's returning to wrestling for the first time since 2014 at the Royal Rumble. Yes, we're talking about him. Ladies and gentlemen, it's CM Punk.
Never would I thought, like last year, heck, all these years, we'd be talking about CM Punk on this podcast. Like, wrestling.
Yeah.
It's
If this-
crazy.
Here's the thing. If this podcast had existed even before he stopped in WWE, it would have been like, it's been over 200 episodes since we talked about him.
Well, I didn't know y'all back then, so.
Yeah, I am honestly in disbelief. We're finally talking about this. It was very difficult for us to go through last week's 3.5 hour podcast talking about SummerSlam weekend and not bring up or reference what just happened on AEW
True.
Rampage before SummerSlam weekend took place. But finally, we can let it out here. Ladies and gentlemen, on AEW Rampage at the United Center in Chicago, CM Punk made his grand return, his debut appearance on All Elite Wrestling, declaring himself to be back in professional wrestling, and he gave everybody free ice cream bars.
Lucky.
Hey,
Finally.
good news. They're gonna be selling the ice cream bars at All Out. So,
Those look so good.
shall I get mine, folks?
Yes.
Do it.
Here's the thing. This is literally the first time I'm ever attending an AEW show, and how lucky am I? It's coincidentally the one where CM Punk is having his first match in 7 years.
For real.
So lucky.
When I got those tickets back
Sure.
in, July, I believe, I did not think that I'd be witnessing this. I mean, those tickets sold out in like 15 minutes or something like that.
That's insane, dude.
I got my tickets in the nick of time, and the fact that this is happening, I'm in disbelief. I've been a CM Punk supporter for, I don't know, since probably 2006 or something when he came into ECW. I've been watching wrestling since 1999. I've been a supporter of CM Punk for all those years.
That's crazy.
Some of my favorite things involving him was next, outside of his whole thing in 2011 with the Summer of Punk, the whole thing with John Cena and his pipe bomb. My favorite feud they ever had was with Jeff Hardy in 2009.
Same.
Such a classic, in my opinion.
I loved that feud.
Those feuds that they had back in 2009 made Raw and SmackDown worth watching.
For real.
Everybody, here's the thing, we always tuned in because we were like, oh my god, I can't wait to see what happens next. Over on Raw, the big deal was Randy Orton. Over on
Yep.
SmackDown, the big deal was CM Punk, Jeff Hardy, Edge, The Undertaker.
Yep.
Good freaking god! Every side had a balance. But I like what's going on now because CM Punk, when he came back, he was not whining. He was not. He made a reference or two to WWE, but he did not whine. Booker T, he did not whine. Seriously, I like Booker T, but you're going a little overboard, man. CM Punk wasn't whining.
He wasn't.
CM Punk's happy, and here's the thing. He actually put in some advice this past Friday on Rampage that actually works for all wrestling communities. If you liked it, tweet about it, tell a friend, tell a family member. If you didn't like it, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
That goes for everything, including, I guarantee, he was also talking about the WWE.
Dude, some everybody. WWE, AEW, MLW, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, doesn't matter. He was talking about all of you. All of you are listening to this podcast should listen to that little thing from Punk.
All the AEW marks that can go ahead and say, no, they were only talking, he was only talking about the AEW product and everything. I'm like, no, he wasn't.
Dude, he's referring to everything.
Yeah, we're using our brain here.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, rumors circulated for weeks that CM Punk was showing up. That's the only part that sucked about this.
The rumors didn't start until legit. I'm not even joking, you guys. The rumors didn't start until after John Cena returned at Money in the Bank. 2 days after John Cena returned at Money in the Bank. Yeah, CM Punk's coming back. Yeah, he's coming back, along with a certain somebody. I'll talk about that certain somebody later.
Uh-huh. But I'm just going to put it out right here. Like, it didn't, despite all those reports and whatnot, in my opinion, it did not downplay his return entrance. I mean, how many times, here's the thing, I did a reaction video of that. I haven't done reaction videos like that in a long time.
Same here.
But I wanted to do one. I went to that reaction video, I'm like thinking, if he's not here and it's just like some random thing, I'm just going to cancel this whole thing. I just like had Rampage on, turned on my camera, recorded myself, and recorded my reaction. Connor, did you get a chance to see that?
I watched the reaction. It was funny.
I did one of mine as well. Like, I was just like, it's crazy.
There were so many rumors, and eventually we kind of thought, like, oh yeah, he's probably going to show up because of the amount of the rumors and Tony Khan saying stuff. But I feel like everybody was still in shock that it actually happened. Like everybody kind of knew it was going to happen, but then at the same time, nobody had any idea it was going to happen. That makes sense.
Yeah.
For me, it was like a wait and see thing, because like it was just rumors and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, okay, if he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I'll believe it when I see it with my own two eyes. And when I did, I was just like, my jaw dropped. Like I was just like, no way. Like, this is not real. Like, like I was just expecting like somebody like MJF or somebody else to come out and just troll the fans. Nope, he opened up the show and it was just like, wow, CM Punk. I'm in the business CM Punk fan, but still, that was amazing.
I think it's a good thing. They made the right decision to have CM Punk open the show rather than wait till the very end, because like the place would be hijacked.
Yeah, the crowd would be hijacking that show. So
nobody would
every match would be just chanting CM Punk.
Yeah, nobody would give a shit.
Exactly.
And it's a good thing. Like, here's like everybody like was already packed in. They welcomed everybody to Rampage. They did the pyro. They showed the matches that were happening. Then they cut to the audience chanting CM Punk, CM Punk. And then you heard Cult of Personality play. They just went right forward. They didn't even say, please welcome, or do this or that, or have somebody else show up first to make a segment. Nope, they just went right to it.
That's correct. It's still amazing.
I was in shock for a long time. Just like that one guy in the crowd, I had tears.
Shout out to that guy, by the way. And I want to say this here. People are making fun of that guy. Oh, but wrestling fans can't cry. Dude, I cried. I'm a big CM Punk fan. I'm like, this is amazing. And people are going after that guy, calling him horrible, disgusting names. Like, oh, well, you're being a sensitive know-it-all, blah, blah, blah. It's just CM Punk. Like, dude, this would be you if your favorite returned.
That guy was basically me when Jeff Hardy became WWE champion in 2008, and I was there in the crowd for that.
It's me when Daniel Bryan won at WrestleMania 30.
It was also me when the Hardy Boys returned at WrestleMania in Orlando. Or when Edge came back. When Edge came back.
Me when Kofi Kingston became WWE champion. And also, yeah, when the Hardy Boys came back.
Yeah.
Right. And Edge. Like, come on, man.
Hell, you can see my reaction video of Kofi winning that title. I was literally crying in Mama Miracle's arms.
He was.
And it was.
I didn't get my reaction, but I was still crying.
It was a feel-good moment. That's the thing with wrestling. Wrestling gives us these feel-good moments that give us reasons to be emotional. If you can make people emotional, you did good. You did great. You made a huge impact.
And I get, yeah, for real. And I get there's some people like, oh, well, you know, I probably just didn't want to have a reaction, you know, but that's totally fine. If that's one of you guys, that's totally fine. If you didn't have really a reaction, But to go out there and call this guy names and be kind of insulting him on the internet and just being a douchebag in general to this guy, like, just be nice, man. Like, oh, but it's a grown man crying. Dude, we all cried when The Undertaker retired last year.
It's like we all cry when a lot of things happen. We cry when our favorite sports team wins the big one.
Yeah.
Or if example, like CM Punk himself said, hey, I was crying when the Cubs won the World Series in 2016.
Yep.
That's because CM Punk's a Chicago guy and he's a Cubs fan. And here's speaking of the Cubs, folks, during AEW All Out weekend, I will be at Wrigley Field with Mama Miracle to attend a Chicago Cubs game. I'll say it right here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mama Miracle, after being released from my channel in March 2020, I signed a new contract.
Sweet.
Did y'all miss Mama Miracle?
You know it. We did.
Yep, she's coming back for the first time. Her last appearance was December 2019, attending a WWE live event in Toronto with me.
There you go.
When my favorite part of that was when Elias was doing his concert. It's like, who wants to walk with Elias? Mama Miracle yelled, not me. And I'm like, what?
Dang.
And then when he was playing one of her favorite songs, I was like, what? Why are you booing? This is your favorite song!
Bro.
She always loved to annoy me. That's why I think it's going to be good when we go to the Cubs game and All Out. Yep, Mama Miracle will be joining me for AEW All Out, and she is excited to see CM Punk. She's a huge CM Punk fan. I had actually asked her, I was like, so who are you excited for to see the most at All Out? And she was like, CM Punk.
There you go.
CM Punk versus Darby Allin.
My guy.
Connor, I want to know first off, what was your reaction? What'd you think about CM Punk's big-time arrival?
Well, his music hit, and I thought they were gonna troll me. I was like, they're trolling. When I heard Cults of Personality, I was watching with my dad, and I go, they're trolling. And because I was like thinking like MJF, or they were just gonna do something really stupid and just troll the crowd at the start, and then he'll show up. But man, I just screamed no way, and I was like so freaking happy. I was like, there's no way I'm witnessing this.
Were you screaming about as loudly as you did when John Cena showed up at Money in the Bank?
Probably louder than that, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah, if you go, ladies and gentlemen, go to Connor Riley's YouTube channel. The link is in the description. Which you'll go to his most popular video, which is his vlog at Money in the Bank, and you'll see his reaction with Reister Ryan. They had a really good crossover.
They did.
Yep. And hopefully we'll be having more crossovers, especially around maybe 2022, folks, regarding something in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to flat out say it, folks. WrestleMania 38. No point in just like saying this because they already know that. They already know it's coming. Losers Lounge Mania. And I honestly hope there's a lot of great emotional moments there too.
We're owning Dallas.
But despite that, nothing's gonna top the emotional uniting of the Losers Lounge.
Nah, nothing.
In my hometown, baby.
Damn right, dude.
So, I think all of us were in complete shock when CM Punk showed up on AEW Rampage. And so much crazy shit went down. I'll be honest, outside of that, though, the rest of that Rampage show was not that good.
I'm not even joking. After Punk returned, I just stared at my phone, and I did not even pay attention to Rampage. I was just like, this did not just happen. There's no way.
What I'm hoping for is that all the wrestlers who were involved with that show were probably warned, just be careful that there might be some people not interested because of this guy who just showed up.
Overall.
But I'm just going to put out here right now, even CM Punk had agreed with this and had flat out said it. One day, he'll have reached his peak, and him just showing up to talk is not going to be that fun anymore.
Exactly.
That's why things are going to change this Sunday at All Out when he's going to actually start competing, and then when he's showing up, he's either going to be talking or he's going to be wrestling. So one or the other, maybe sometimes both. We'll see.
How can you talk and wrestle?
We'll talk in for one part of the night and then wrestle the next part of the night.
Yeah.
That could happen.
I mean, the wrestlers do communicate with each other when they're okay, never mind.
Yeah, true.
That is true. And here's the thing. They labeled AEW Rampage that night in Chicago the first dance. I think that was a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Yep.
However, here's the thing. I think, hell, I'm probably going to be the only guy in the entire IWC and YouTube wrestling community who's going to say this. I think Darby Allin's winning this match.
We got
Okay.
a hot take.
A hot one.
The reason I say that is because, yeah, I get it. It's CM Punk's first match back. Obviously, why would you have him lose on that? Here's the thing. Maybe to put over somebody like Darby Allin?
Exactly.
Darby Allin's been one of
Right.
the most impressive guys in AEW since its inception in 2019. When you look at the history of great matches, Darby Allin usually comes up in that conversation.
Yep.
Who would ever thought some funny enough, no pun intended, skateboard-looking punk is becoming one of the top wrestlers around and one of the most athletic, not to mention one of the most gifted performers in not just wrestling, but storytelling. He's got
Yep.
the icon Sting all by his side, and it's, if you look at them in the right place, he kind of could pull off looking like his son. The illegitimate son of Sting. Don't see that happening, obviously. But, obviously, here's the thing. I could see CM Punk winning. Duh, it's Chicago, and I guarantee if he loses, people will be booing likely. But I just hope they better not boo Darby Allin just because he's facing CM Punk. The one thing I'm hoping to hear...
It's Chicago.
It's Chicago, bro.
The one thing I hope to hear is both these guys. Because I'll be chanting that. Both these guys, yeah. And it's like, not to mention, if Darby Allin wins, that'd be one of the biggest upsets in AEW history. And it would not hurt CM Punk at all. It wouldn't make this whole thing all for nothing. For one thing, CM Punk hasn't had a match in 7.5 years. And yes, I know he had his couple of UFC fights, but we'll never talk about those. He lost.
One got reversed, so.
Yeah, even though, in my opinion, he lost both of them. I don't care what the reversal said.
I just find that really hilarious.
So, thing, of course, is, it goes to show CM Punk will think to himself, if he loses the match, and he's like, I can still go, but oh my god, I really need to work on myself. I cannot just rely on what I used to do. Because here's the thing, he's not in WWE anymore. This is AEW. It's a new set of rules, a new set of wrestlers. Just like his days of Ring of Honor. He should honestly think to himself, I'm performing like I used to in WWE. I need to go back to what I used to be. I cannot just use the same things I did before. I need to dig deeper. Because I think that's what would make a good storytelling on the result of Darby Allin beating CM Punk. It's like, obviously I got no problem with either of them winning. But for CM Punk, that'd be the predictable choice because it's his return match, it's in Chicago, and everybody would go home happy if that happened. But if Darby Allin wins, you got another shocked Undertaker guy. Just imagine if Darby Allin actually
And very,
beats CM
very
Punk.
angry fans.
Sure, they'd be angry, yes, but there'd probably be a lot of them that'd be like, holy shit!
Very true.
Not to mention, I would dare anybody to say that CM Punk just got buried by Darby Allin. I dare anybody to
There's
say
that
that.
word being thrown around again.
CM Punk would not be buried. No, hell to the fuck no, he would not.
You can't bury CM Punk. Well, I mean, you can. It's happened, but he bounced back. So, yeah.
Yeah, Darby Allin has a bright future ahead of him. And obviously taking a loss is not going to hurt his momentum either. This is the type of match where neither man is going to be hurt regardless of the loss. I just think Darby Allin is the right pick to win because of what his future holds for him. And to show that he's a guy who beat the best in the world. He's the one who said he wanted to face the best in the world. He has a shot. And if he actually gets the job done and beats CM Punk will go out and do his usual things. He'll have some great feuds in store. So would Darby Allin. But everybody will actually be talking a lot about Darby and saying, oh my god, this guy This guy just beat CM Punk in Punk's return match, and good God, he has a bright future ahead of him. He should honestly be in the top contender one day. Darby Allin would be talked about for a long time for this. Everybody's going to talk about CM Punk regardless of the match result. So that's why I predict Darby Allin to win. What do you all think of that, huh?
I like it.
I'm really good
That's
at telling
That's a good one.
That was a really good moment. Heel Balor, your turn. See if you can top that.
I think it's gonna be a good match. Of course, Punk is up there with age. It's showing with his beard, and of course, he hasn't been in the ring in 7 years. And I think the right move is to have Darby win. And surprisingly, I'm gonna go for Darby to get the win. I think Punk is there to put people over, and he is there to elevate talent. Yes, he can win matches, and he will win matches, but his first loss in AEW, in my opinion, is not going to do that much on his record. And if he's fine putting over Darby Allin, then so be it. And of course, people will cry burial if CM Punk does lose. Newsflash, like I said, CM Punk losing his first match in AEW is not going to harm him, in my opinion. He's already a freaking made star. And I think, it's going to do more harm than good, in my opinion, if Darby loses, in my opinion, because you want to elevate Darby a lot more. And Punk, like I said, is there to put over the younger talent and hopefully not winning championships because, no, he doesn't need that. And it's going to do wonders for Darby to get the big dub over the former WWE champion and, all that shtick right there. And CM Punk says he's there to, make change. He's there to do what he thinks is right. He's there for all of us. And I think, him getting the win over Darby, in my opinion, is kind of a mistake. Because I guess it kind of goes back on what he said, in my opinion. And I think, Darby Allin, in my opinion, is the right winner here. I'm going to go for Darby Allin.
All right.
And I want to say this, too. There are people out there saying, oh, CM Punk, he's there to save us. He's there to save the wrestling world. No, CM Punk is not here to save you. He's not here to save me. He's not here to save any of us.
Because we don't need saving.
CM Punk, these people will turn their backs on Punk. They will. They're going to. It happens.
We don't need saving.
We don't need saving. Heck, he retired the voice of the voiceless shtick. Me and my homies have taken up that mantle of the voice of the voiceless because we want people to have a voice in the wrestling community. So CM Punk, he retired it. Like he said, I don't need it anymore. And granted, he's back for all of us. But let's just say if he starts cutting a promo and he starts going off on AEW, because Punk, you're gonna hand CM Punk a script. CM Punk will rip the script up. CM Punk will be like, No, I don't want that. We'll rip it up right in Tony Khan's face because he don't care what he says. And quite frankly, I like people like that. I like people who speak their mind. I like people who are outgoing. I like people who are just upfront and in your face sometimes, who tell it how it is, just like we are. And, CM Punk is the kind of guy to kind of give wrestling a kick in the tail. All wrestling. And, if I like when Punk tells the truth. I like when Punk, he goes out there and says his shit. Because, like I said, not many people are going to be doing that because they're afraid to get fired or ridiculed or, lose their spot. Come on, man. Punk is a real guy. And that's what I respect about Phil Brooks. He can't be a douchebaggy. And I know that he's been that in the past. This is a different CM Punk, in my opinion. And for people out there in the IWC, like, oh, well, yeah, CM Punk, he's here to save us. He's here to speak for all of us. No, he's not. You may think that. You may think he's here to save you. Or any of us, or save AEW. You think he's the savior come to AEW. Nah, he's just another spoke on the wheel.
Yeah.
And that's what he is.
The whole thing with CM Punk is this is not about doing one-upping of WWE or anything like that, or trying to put spite on WWE or try to rage war against them. No, what this is about is CM Punk returning to what he loves to do.
It just so happens it's not in WWE. And he didn't need to return to WWE. He doesn't need wrestling. Wrestling needs CM Punk.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah, the thing, of course, is CM Punk, it seems like he wants to just stay as far away from WWE, and that includes in his promos. I bet everybody was expecting reference after reference, shot after shot, and they didn't get that at all.
Christian, that's what feeds the marks out there. They feed on stuff like that. Yeah, they feed on the mentality of that, in my opinion. Sure, it's fine to take shots here and there, but there are just times where it kind of just, gets really outgoing and out of control, in my opinion. That's why Punk, he didn't reference WWE in this promo, in my opinion. Or I probably didn't catch it, but he probably did. Who knows? But, he's back for him. He's back for us. But like I said, guys, CM Punk is CM Punk, and you can't control CM Punk. He'll say whatever he wants. So if he starts talking bad about the fans and all that kind of stuff and about the company he works for, heck, I expect Punk, he's probably going to get fed up one day and just walk. It's going to happen one day. If you don't keep Punk happy, Punk walks. Simple as that. And like I said before we get to Carter, CM Punk putting over Darby Allin is the right move, and I really hope they do it. I won't be shocked if Punk wins at all. I won't be mad if Punk wins. I'll just be like, okay, cool, moving on. And
all right.
That's all I got to say about this.
All right, Connor, you've probably been waiting for a while. It's your turn.
I don't think I can top y'all, but this will be the first time we all have a different answer here, because I'm going with CM Punk to win this match.
It's about time we have a different one.
Yeah, we have
for real.
Now, I agree with y'all that Darby Allin should win this match, and I think it would really benefit Darby, but just because it's in Chicago and this is Punk's first match back in wrestling in 7 years, I just think Punk is winning. And am I going to complain? No, because I love CM Punk. I do think Darby Allin should win. Don't get me wrong. I really think Darby should win this match, but I think Punk is winning, and I do see Darby winning. I can see it, but I have to go with my gut here, and I'm going to go with my boy CM Punk. I think he is winning.
Okay.
Alrighty. Actually, as a matter of fact,
It's about time we disagree.
I think that did top us.
Possibility.
I'd rather he topped us than bottomed us.
For real.
Couldn't resist that one.
I know you couldn't. You just waiting to say that.
Oh, brother.
Before we move on to the title matches, I also want to take a moment and say I understand that CM Punk being AEW is a big time thing. But one thing I really disagree with is all of a sudden people want CM Punk to face the AEW World Champ at Full Gear. I'm like, no.
CM Punk facing whoever the world champion is, Kenny Omega.
Bless you.
A little spoiler for the main event. We also like him. Anyway, CM Punk facing Kenny Omega for the world championship. I get it. That's everyone's dream match. That's on everyone's bucket list. But let's be honest here. CM Punk, nobody wins in that match if you really think about it. Kenny Omega loses, people will call for the barrel of Kenny Omega. CM Punk loses, they'll call for the barrel of CM Punk.
And not to mention, of course,
we don't need it right now.
And not to mention, of course, isn't there some sort of win-loss record ranking thing?
Oh, they don't care about that anymore. They don't.
Yeah, that makes sense. How the hell is Christian in the lead at, 7 wins, no losses? Meanwhile, you got Hangman Page, who's got twice that many wins. He may have 2 losses in 2021, but he has twice as many wins as Christian. Wins and losses matter, folks.
Not in this company, they don't. Even though they said wins and losses will matter, Cody. Tony. But to be fair to AEW, Hangman is out because his wife's about to be a mother. So that's why Hangman's not here. So Christian took his spot. I do think Hangman will hopefully get the shot at Kenny Omega and the World Championship, because that is the main story. That's the story that's driving this company, in my opinion. And CM Punk and a certain somebody who is, I'll talk about later, do not need to be in championship matches. They do not need to win championships, in my opinion. They are there to elevate talent.
Yeah, because here's the thing. If you put them in world title match, if you put someone like CM Punk in a world title match this early on or whatnot, it's really downgrading from those who actually deserve it.
Exactly my point, Christian. And also, you got the fans like, oh, well, CM Punk needs to win the world championship. And?
No, he doesn't.
And what else?
And then the response? I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, that doesn't need to happen. It should not happen. Or if it does happen, give CM Punk a year, maybe 2 before he does it. I don't know.
Don't even give him a freaking... You can give him a shot at the title, but don't have him win it. That's just my opinion. Like, Sting's here. Sting hasn't been in any title matches. At least I can't remember. Sting's not fighting for championships. Sting should elevate people.
Yep, elevating talent is something that those from the before should really do here.
Exactly.
So now, folks, speaking of titles, though, we're going to move on to the 4 title matches that we have in store. And I think they're looking pretty good. Let's start off with the TNT Championship. This is a match that was put in literally this week. You have the challenger is Eddie Kingston, and the champion is Miro. That should be good, huh?
Give me a good match, Miro.
Yeah. Connor, what do you like? Here's the thing. What do you think so far of Miro being the TNT champion?
It's pronounced Miro, by the way, Christian.
Wait, what?
Miro.
Yeah.
It's Miro.
Miro?
Yes,
Wait. Okay, Miro showed up in September of 2020. You telling me I've been saying Miro this whole time and it was wrong?
Yes.
Yeah. It's Miro.
Miro. It's Miro. It's Miro.
Miro.
That was legit, by the way.
Michael Cole.
That was legit, by the way. That was not. That was actually real, folks.
Objects
Oh my gosh.
objects in Miro may be closer than a Piro.
Ha 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 ha. Okay, you actually get a good point. There you go. Not bad. Not bad.
Okay,
It was
so
actually a good point.
please don't. TNT champion Miro.
Miro.
Miro!
Christian, are you good? Do you need a break?
Hold on. Miro.
Christian, do you need to sit down?
Do you want us to read the match?
Yeah.
Are you having a stroke over there? Are you okay?
Yeah, you good?
I think I'm fine. I don't think I'm having a stroke.
I
think I'm
told
good.
you not to drink that much caffeine before we started.
Okay, for the record, I've been saying Miro for over almost a year now. Okay, that's not exactly on the caffeine.
Okay then.
Ugh.
Miro.
All right,
It's like space name. Miro.
All right, he's defending against Kofi Eddie Kingston.
No. We ain't doing that right there. We're not doing that right there.
Sorry, Kofi Guerrero.
There's no comparison though.
Oh, right. Eddie Kingston.
Yes.
Got it. Eddie Kingston, son of Kofi Kingston.
No, there's no. Move on. Just no.
Okay.
Just move on.
All right. AEW Dynamite champion Miro is gonna be
Miro. Oh my God. It's Miro.
I'm freaking crying.
It's Miro. It's Miro going against Eddie Murphy.
What the hell?
Eddie Kingston. I'm done.
Eddie Kingston for the AEW Dynamite Championship.
No.
I need to mute my mic. I'm crying.
Christian, hear me out.
Yeah?
It's Eddie Kingston going against Miro for the TNT champion. You know, that title.
TNT. Got it.
Yes,
So,
the Dynamite title. Yeah, the Dynamite title.
Okay, makes sense now. Okay, all right, folks.
The NXT Championship.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. TNA champion Eddie Kingston's taking on Miro for the...
Huh? Wait. He's not the champion, though.
You just said Eddie Kingston was champion.
I did? Wait a minute. Miro is champion going against Eddie Kingston. There we go.
Okay, there we go. Okay, TNT champion Miro versus Eddie Kingston. Okay, there we go.
Yes, finally.
Whew. Sorry, I just had that wrong for this whole time.
That conversation's going to be longer than that. It's going to be longer than that itself. God dang.
I really think...
God.
Okay, this exploding barbed wire death match is going to be...
Wait. There's no... Is there stipulation?
Oh, shit. I was looking at the Revolution script. Sorry. Eddie Kingston...
Why did you script the...
Eddie Kingston blocks John Moxley from exploding barbed wire death match. Yeah, that happened.
But he said it was sparklers.
Yeah, that's true. They really messed that one up. All right, folks. Miro and Eddie Kingston for the TNT Championship is a match that was put in place literally this week. So when I saw that, I was like, for the love of God, I wanted this match to replace QT Marshall and Paul Wight.
Exactly.
They should have replaced that match rather than just added it because, for one thing, no disrespect to the former Big Show, but That match doesn't need to exist. That's why we only talked about it for 5 seconds.
Nobody wants to see Paul Wight against QT Marshall.
The same people that are excited for the Paul Wight match are also the same people that begged Big Show to retire the last 3 years.
Exactly.
Connor Riley spitting the facts over here.
You're
I don't want to hear that.
You're spitting wrong names, though, Christian.
If you're actually looking forward to the Paul Wight match, you need to.
You are lying to yourself. You are legit lying to yourself.
Yeah.
You are the problem in the wrestling community.
You chanted, please retire to Big Show, and now because he goes by the name Paul Wight and he's in AEW, oh, it's okay now.
Oh, don't worry, boys. They're also saying that guy should get a championship shot at Miro.
Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. Look,
I'm not.
I'm just saying, here's the... Okay, Miro won the TNT title from Darby Allin in May of 2021. He's been champion the last 110 plus days, and he's defending now against Eddie Kingston. Can I just say that TNT title looks stupid now?
I like the color white, but on championships, it sometimes doesn't work out.
No, I was talking about the green. It kind of looks like the 24/7 title now.
I don't really see the comparison.
That's a circle, and it's got green on it, so...
That's true. You're talking about the strap. Since the strap does not look the same.
No.
That's dope.
I will say the TNT Championship never had a good design, in my opinion. It always looked bad.
Looked like the Wayne Eagle Championship got smashed and just put back together again. And no, I'm not talking about the hardcore title people.
Honestly, I truthfully thought it was a comparison of the 24/7 of the Raw tag team titles when it was first unveiled.
Please get rid of the Raw tag. Please get rid of both those penny championships in WWE, please. Those things are atrocious.
They're nickels, actually.
God, nickels. Get rid of the nickel championships, please.
Yeah, they used to be pennies, now they're nickels. How about replace them with quarters?
I was just about to say that. We need to replace them with quarters? God dang.
I can totally see that. The TNT title, it seems that it changes design based off of who's holding it.
So basically, WWE's championships with their side plates.
Well, yeah, but that's just the side plate. We're talking the whole damn belt.
How many belts do they have back there?
Well, let's take a look. There was that original one that debuted when Cody Rhodes beat Lance Archer. It should have been Lance Archer.
Shouldn't have been freaking Cody, but whatever.
Yeah, there was that original one that they said was not finished. I'm like, if it was not finished, why the hell did you debut it this early then?
Atrocious looking belt, but as a legacy.
And then they added, a gold plating to it. It was basically the same thing, just it was a little gold with a red strap. That design was retired when the late Brody Lee passed away.
Rest in peace, Brody.
Then they just went about with the same design. It's just, black strap. I'm like, you know what? As long as we just keep it like that, that's fine. And then Darby Allin had that one. And then when Miro won it, all of a sudden, here's the thing. I've read that it's using colors of the Bulgarian flag. I'm like, okay, I can see that. But
makes sense.
It still looks horrible.
Green does not go good in championships, in my opinion.
Oh my god, green means
go.
This is
all I'm missing.
Here's the green means go, but in this case, green means go away.
It's a good belt. I mean, I don't hate it. It's just the design in the green is just like what are you gonna do with the next champion? Like,
let's see, if Eddie Kingston wins it, you're gonna attach some barbed wire on it and set some sparklers on fire.
Who carries a ton of barbed wire on it? Jeez.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Nick Gage would have that.
Please, yes.
Just saying. If Nick Gage ever
I love Nick Gage.
If Nick Gage ever won that TNT title, if they keep changing the designs based on who's got it, then I think he'd put barbed wire all over it, given he's the damn death match master or something.
Yep.
But, speaking of, wasn't one of Jericho's things that he actually faced Nick Gage in a fucking death match?
Yes, and that match was, I don't want to talk about it.
Horrible. Terrible piece of shit.
No, it wasn't horrible. No, it wasn't horrible. It was just not my taste. I don't do death matches.
Yeah, honestly, like death matches on like national television is a bad idea.
Scarred for life.
They scarred freaking pizza. What was that? Domino's? I think they were advertised or whatever.
Yeah,
they had the pizza cutter.
Yeah.
Spot as they went to like a commercial break, and there's a Domino's.
Yeah. And Domino's is all pissed off over there, like, It was so funny.
Yo, would have been funny.
What?
I think I would know. I know what would torture Connor the most if he put pineapple on a pizza slice and then shoved it in Jericho's mouth.
Ew.
I would have thrown up.
Connor, if
matches.
we're ever having a death match or something like that, I'm gonna find some random dude with pineapple on pizza, take his slice, and shove it in your mouth.
That's disgusting.
Wouldn't that kill him?
I didn't say I'd shove it down his throat. I'd shove it
have-
in his face.
And that's the day I have a shoot match.
Yeah.
And that's like words to Charlotte and Nia from last night. That's what I'm gonna do, bro.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he's gonna start shooting on you.
I still don't know if that was like a real shoot or whatnot, but it looked kind of rough.
It looked awkward.
It was very awkward. Funny thing is, during that match, my shit was out, so I had to watch it through something else. So I watched that. I was like, "What the heck is going on?"
So
These wrestlers, man. Why are we
let's
talking
see.
about that?
Miro has been he's been a pretty good champion. I'll admit that. I mean,
You finally
This is-
said his name right.
yeah, this is honestly what he should have done when he first showed up last year instead of what the hell is that video game shit?
Don't even get me started on him coming in as the best man. Really? That was just a little corny. I know that's how he left WWE and all that, but that was still corny in my opinion.
Where the hell
And
is
yet the AEW fans embraced that, but whatever. What do I
good
know?
question? Where the hell is Kip Sabian these days?
He's injured.
Oh
he's
shit, is he okay?
I don't remember
don't
the
know.
interview.
I don't know.
I know he's
Well,
okay.
that makes a lot. Well, that
The
makes
guy's
a lot of
great.
sense then if he's gone. But regardless, when Miro first showed up, yes, he should have been. Here's the thing: a guy that's big, being the best man and a video game nerd. I get that he plays video games a lot in real life, but
Video game nerd. I got that reference.
I get that he plays video games a lot in real life. But I'm just saying, that's not how it works when you're that size in wrestling. That's not
Wait.
believable.
But we've seen people hurt each other with video game consoles. Have it in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, remember the time Miro threw a temper tantrum over a freaking arcade machine getting broke?
Yes.
What the hell was... And here's the thing. I'm at least glad nowadays he's doing better. He's the TNT champion, and he's actually dominating. He's doing some really good matches, and he's actually performing well in the ring the way he always should.
Well, I mean, showcase about freaking time.
There we go. Eddie Kingston lately has been in a team with John Moxley. And
Yep.
now he's contending for the TNT championship. Meanwhile, John Moxley's facing Kojima from New Japan.
Sweet.
Honestly, for now, I think I'm just going to pick Miro to retain the championship because I like Eddie Kingston. I think, honestly, he could be a great TNT champion, too. That's just... I don't see Miro losing it to him right now. Not right now, anyway. So, Connor, you're next.
I think Miro's winning this. Miro's been a great TNT champion in my opinion. I really enjoy Miro a lot, so I hope Miro wins this match.
All right. And Yo Balor.
Yeah, Miro, the angry video game nerd, is going to win.
Oh, man. Angry video game nerd. All right, folks, we're going to move on to the next match for the AEW Women's Championship. Dr. Britt Baker,
joy.
DMD, defending against a literal alien from outer space.
And AEW doesn't have sports entertainment. Yes, they do, because that is a literal alien on your TV screens.
Chris Statlander.
I like Chris Statlander.
Not bad, actually. Here's the thing that, look, here's the
She's
Chris
awesome.
Statlander is
She's
challenging for the championship, and I really think that things are going to look good, but there's, like, a little bit of a problem here.
What's the problem?
The problem is, okay. Sure, Chris Statlander, 14 wins lately, no losses. How the hell is Thunder Rosa not in first place? She's got 25 wins!
Because remember, Christian, win and loss records don't matter in this company.
I thought they did.
They
Meanwhile,
don't.
Tay Conti, 23 wins. 3 losses. Okay, 3 losses, I see that. Hikaru Shida, 12 wins, 1 loss.
Who's been on Dark, by the way, and that pisses me off. Thank God she's back on TV.
Yeah, isn't she like she's the woman who held onto that title for a damn year?
Yes, and then she lost, and then she was relegated to Dark matches. Pun intended.
Yeah. So I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
It's wrestling, Christian. Nothing makes sense.
You got a fair point. How the hell can someone with 11 more wins than somebody else be behind?
Christian, this is the same company that had Orange Cassidy as the number 1 contender.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Exactly. And I love Orange Cassidy, but that was still weird.
He's the embodiment of sports entertainment in AEW.
Oh, for real.
But it works because he's so funny.
At times he is. I like him.
Anyways.
I don't even see him drink some orange juice, yeah.
Dr. Britt Baker, she's a legitimate dentist, so you got some legitimacy in here, so I get that. But here's the thing: is she still does she still take regular appointments these days, or is she not doing that?
Yes, I'm not even joking to you. I read a story about this yesterday. There are legit wrestling fans going in, signing up for appointments at her dentist office just because they're fans. Just so they can see her. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's very weird. Here's the thing.
I'm not even joking. That's weird.
I'll be honest, if she was literally right close by where my dentist was, I'd still be going to my local dentist because I trust my doctor. I'm not going to Dr. Britt Baker's office all because she's a wrestler and I'm a big fan of her. No, I'm not doing that. I'm like, here's the thing. If I have a dentist who's been cleaning my teeth for years, I'd still be going to that dentist.
Yeah, that's the story. Like, people are legit, who are wrestling fans, by the way, are going to having appointments at her dentist office so they can see her.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. She really, honestly, should say, like, here's the thing. If you have a dentist already, here's the thing. If you're seeing my office, you must be, like, a patient on my list and whatnot. Like, I should be your official dentist.
Chris Jericho's list, okay.
Yeah, I get what you mean. In the meanwhile, Dr. Britt Baker, she won the title at Double or Nothing from Hikaru Shida on the same event where Hikaru Shida won the title a year prior.
Yep. Good times, good match.
I still love Nyla Rose's phrase from 2020, always bet on black. Right after she threw her into a poker table.
Yep.
Always bet on black. Even though, wait, isn't that supposed to be something else instead of poker?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That's why part of it doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Poker is not about red or black. No. Roulette, that's what it's about.
I don't gamble, so I don't understand any of that stuff you're saying, so.
That's all right. Losers Lounge, here's the thing. You should learn to play poker. Losers Lounge should have a poker game one day.
We're going to Las Vegas to do that, though.
We don't need Vegas for that.
Yeah, true. Let's go rob somebody. No, that's mean. Let's go rob somebody. I don't know.
God, what the hell's wrong with you, dude?
I don't know.
You can't be saying our plan on this podcast.
That's right.
Get arrested.
I just got flat out to say it. Like, I got almost little to no interest in this women's title match. No disrespect to Chris Statlander and her alien thing, nor Dr. Britt Baker and her dentist thing.
Which is legit, by the way. Did you guys know it? She's a dentist. Did you guys know that? She's a dentist.
Of course you would know. You're booking your damn appointments over there.
Smell big for her, by the way. I don't freaking know. Adam Cole probably visits her. Baby. I don't know.
I'll be honest. Sure, they may be together, but I don't even know if that actually is true.
No, actually, yeah, there was a recent video of them on Twitter. So, yeah, he was recently visiting our dentist's office. So that's something.
All right, well,
yeah.
I'll just be honest. I predict Britt Baker's going to retain the women's title. I would love to see her contest against Thunder Rosa one day, one-on-one for that title. Maybe at Full Gear.
Please.
That'd be fantastic. All
Please,
right.
yes.
Yo, Balor, your turn.
Alrighty, I have no interest in this match whatsoever. Just like I don't have any interest as Britt Baker as women's champion. I'm sorry, I know I get y'all pressed in the comments. Ooh. But in my opinion, Britt Baker, has she been a horrible champion? No, but she hasn't been that interesting in my opinion. She's just, what is the word? There. She's putting on decent matches. Everyone says that. Great matches, actually. But her run as champ is just like Shida as champ. Except with this one, it's just not really grabbing my interest. I mean, you're a dentist. You're a doctor who works on teeth. You're a dentist. And you just DMD. Are you a face or are you a heel? What are you? Like, what's your character? She's just not working me as champ. She really isn't working me as champ. She's not losing here, obviously. to Chris Statlander, who, in my opinion, is just same thing there. She's great. She's great in the ring and all that. I like her, and I like Britt Baker, but like I said, I'm a truth teller. And the truth is, this match, in my opinion, is just filler. You need something to put on the card, just like with Moxley in his match and just like QT Marshall in the Big Show, this is also filler. Just to fill the card up, just to have 10 matches on there, and have this show go 5 hours, God forbid. Britt Baker's obviously winning this match. There's no need to take title off her, and hopefully Thunder Rosa takes off her down the road. It's just she's not doing anything for me as champ. I like her and all, but she is just there's something that's missing with Britt Baker, in my opinion. That's all.
All right, Connor, what about you?
I think Britt Baker is winning this match. I feel like AEW's women's division is so bad, and they literally only really care about Britt Baker. So I just really don't see her losing the title anytime soon.
They care about Baker and they care about Thunder Rosa. That's the only one they care about, which is sad.
It's literally Thunder Rosa and Baker, and so I don't know why they wouldn't have Thunder Rosa face Baker for the title at this pay-per-view. It kind of makes no sense, but
yeah,
I'm going with Britt Baker for this match.
Not bad. Yeah, it's filler. Just up to women's division. It's filler.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, we're going to move on to the next match. The next match is a steel cage match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Now, this is literally a match that took place at All Out in 2019, except it's not a ladder match. It's the Young Bucks defending against the Lucha Brothers. Which, here's the thing, this could go one of three ways. 1, they put on a great match. 2, they put on a bad match. Or 3, they annoy the living shit out of me by constantly yelling "Zero Fear" thousands of times.
That's the best part about Penta. Zero Metal. That's my guy right there.
Yeah, they do it so many times, and their opponents just stand there and let it happen.
Oh, like Kenny Omega, he'll just grab one of their hands and just slap them.
Oh my god! If that wasn't bad enough, remember the whole taking off the glove and playing catch with the referee?
Trash, but it's kind of funny.
Remember when the referee missed that one time and they had to literally do it again?
Yes. Does that?
All right, well, in this case, also, it's not the AAA World Tag Team titles of the Lucha Brothers. The Lucha Brothers are still the AAA Tag Team champions from that time.
Yeah, they've held the belt since 2019.
Yeah. But, in this case, Young Bucks, they're already the longest reigning AEW Tag Team champions. No shocker.
Predictable.
I still call them the Young Sucks.
What's up?
I still call them the Young Sucks.
Oh, I got names for them. Oh, just wait till you get to me.
But here's the thing. Here's another thing I also know. They legitimately hate me.
What?
Yeah, they do. Do you remember the time when the Bucks had their Twitter accounts? They both had me blocked. Then they they shut off their Twitter accounts, and then they created a new one that's just called the Young Bucks. I looked at it. I'm instantly blocked on that one too. They know me. They hate me.
That's hilarious. That is legit hilarious.
They know who I am and they hate me.
So they probably know who we are. Okay, that'd be hilarious.
We gotta.
Hey, I've met the Bucks twice. I want to be cool with them. I don't want to get blocked.
Yeah. let's keep Connor safe over here.
I want to sign with AEW in the future, so I want
yeah. I think I'm already blacklisted by the company anyway, so.
Here's the thing. They likely watch this podcast. Hey, Young Bucks! Connor hates you! Connor hates you!
Hey. Shut up.
There it goes.
Sammy Guevara! Connor hates you! Connor hates you!
Technically, that's not true.
And I am now never signing with AEW, so TNA, here I come, baby.
TNA.
Hey, Cody Rhodes. Connor thinks Goldust is better than you.
I mean, it's kind of...
That's probably true. That's probably true, to be honest with.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony Khan. Connor thinks your name is Tony Khan Artist.
Oh, no. Tony Khan Artist.
Hey, can we edit this out?
Yeah. That's the first... I've never... Why did I think of saying that? What the heck? God.
Let's edit this out, please.
Yeah, we did.
No, it's staying in here.
Bro.
Chris.
Okay, in all seriousness, though, the whole thing with the Young Bucks, the Lucha Brothers should be a cool match, but we've seen this a lot already.
I don't get tired of it that much, to be honest with you.
I was honestly hoping Jurassic Express was gonna win this.
No.
Win that tournament thing.
Nope.
Because I love the Jurassic Express. They're really cool.
Surprised Luchasaurus isn't extinct yet, considering he's a dinosaur. He's probably the only living dinosaur right now, besides snakes and lizards and Komodo dragons and yeah.
Crocodiles.
I'm just saying.
Don't forget the crocodiles.
Yeah, crocodiles too, and alligators. All reptiles, actually. And I become a zoologist.
I don't know. Are you Kevin Hart from Jumanji?
But that is a good compare. I will give you a thumbs up for that one.
Oh yeah. Let me guess. Because you're funny. Because you're funny. You're short, right?
Yes and yes.
Okay, maybe you're not that funny as Kevin Hart, but
wow. Okay, that's true. That's true.
That's not even an insult. Kevin Hart is hilarious.
For real. Maybe my
All right.
podcast one day.
So, for this match, here's Mama Miracle. She's a big Young Bucks fan.
Oh, joy.
If only she knew that I've had my clashes with them.
Yeah. Where's legitimate Hebrew wrestlers?
I'm blocked by Goldberg, so I think I win.
I'm blocked by R-Truth for literally no reason.
I
don't know what I did wrong.
I don't think even he knows. He just tell you my bad.
Yeah, my bad. like for real, I just woke up one day, went to his Twitter account. Yeah, you're blocked. I'm like, what did I do?
Okay, here's the thing. It's a steel cage match for the titles. I think the big reason for this is because, you want to keep, the Good Brothers out?
But you don't keep people out of a steel cage because we've seen people get inside them.
Yeah, it worked. That's all. That always is the case.
Unless you put barbed wire on the top, people are going to get in. Unless it's covered like Hell in a Cell. Like, they're going to get in. It's to keep the competitor out. Yeah, guy climbs the cage and gets in.
All right, well.
That's misinformation.
Yeah, it really is.
Why am I saying big words today? What the heck?
I don't know. You're impressive. I'll give you that.
God dang.
You got to chill out a little bit. My vocabulary isn't that good right now, so.
You can't even say vocabulary right.
Yeah, I couldn't even say that word right, so let's just move on.
All right, I am going to honestly say the Young Bucks are going to win this because, Young Bucks, it's their company.
Yeah, but I'm not going with them.
All right, he'll value your move.
If I may, I'm going to go for my boys, the Lucha Bros. It has been a long time coming, but the reign needs to end. Please. Pretty please. And I'm not the biggest fan of the Bucks. I do respect them. I respect their wrestling skills, even though they do thousands of moves that make the crowd go bananas 24/7. But you've been on way too long of a run. You were the longest reign tag champs. There's nobody else outside, I guess, Jurassic Express to dethrone you. Or maybe Best Friends, but I don't know where they are. So I think Trent's injured, but in my opinion, there's nobody else. This is the time. This is the place. I think there'll be a big spot to end the match. Maybe, I don't know, a big finish up the top of the cage, whatever. This is it. This is the time. This is the place. Lucha Bros, my boys, Phoenix and Pentagon, please win. I'm going for them. Please. If you don't win, shame on you.
Wow.
But I won't be surprised if the Bucks win. I really won't be surprised.
Hey,
I like the Bucks.
Blame it on the creative team.
Exactly. Blame the creative team.
He said, shame on you.
Yeah. I swear to God, I like the Bucks and all, but oh my gosh, in my opinion, the most overrated tag team in pro wrestling. Yes, they've had their accolades. Yes, they put on pretty good matches that only don't deserve to be 5 stars in my opinion, but that's just me.
Yeah.
But it needs to end. The reign needs to end. Please end. If they continue, nobody's dethroning them. If this match ends with them retaining, there's nobody dethroning them. Nobody. Just keep it on forever.
Yeah.
But please win, Lucha Bros. That's all I got. Lucha Bros are winning.
Funny enough, the Young Bucks are the longest reigning tag champs. The tag team in second place is Adam Page and Kenny Omega, also the Elite.
And the shortest reign tag champs, obviously FTR.
Yeah. They lost them in
That's
their
so
first
sad.
defense to the Young Bucks.
That's so sad. Oh, that match put me to sleep, by the way. I'm not even joking about that.
Yeah, that one was boring as shit.
I'm not even joking around. That match legit put me to sleep. People, oh, it's the greatest match of all time. I'm like,
Hell, honestly, no
You
offense,
watch
but
It's kind
FTR.
of sad because I remember FTR and the Bucks were going to be like a dream match. So
I don't know. Like,
I remember
It's
FTR
interesting.
when FTR took on Adam Page and Kenny Omega at last year's All Out. It was also boring because it was way too damn long.
I love that match, but it is highly, highly overrated.
Yeah, like these matches go on way too long and not for the good reasons. That's the problem here. And here's the we got a steel cage match, so there's room for added stuff now for Young Bucks and Lucha Brothers. So
That's not even a freaking cage. That's a freaking jail cell. Like, what's with their cages being so big? Like,
well,
goddamn.
actually, that's the side of that's what the original steel cages look like.
True.
Yeah. Hey, here's
That
the
makes
thing.
a lot of
You
sense.
obviously we've watched the Spider-Man trilogy. Remember when Spider-Man fought
Yep.
Randy Savage
Yes.
in that steel cage match? That was literally the same thing.
Bonesaw.
Bonesaw.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Bonesaw is ready.
Yep.
They had that
What are
steel
you
cage.
doing up there?
The steel cage match was like looking like the traditional one.
That's true.
That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?
Classic. Can't wait to see him back on screen.
How great was it when they brought in Randy Savage to play Bonesaw?
That's legit. I'm not even joking. The first time I saw Randy Savage ever was in that movie.
Same here, honestly. So when I look back and for his match, I'm like, oh my god, he was a wrestler? That was awesome. They
Granted,
actually-
the first time I ever saw The Rock was in The Tooth Fairy. So, I'm not playing. That was the first time I ever saw The Rock.
First time you ever saw The Rock was in the damn Tooth Fairy movie?
Yes.
You can't be serious.
I'm not joking. That was the first time I saw The Rock. And they're like, yeah, he's a wrestler. I'm like, wait, what? I looked up. I was like, oh, okay.
Hey, was the first, I bet for a lot of non-wrestling fans, the first time people saw Sasha Banks was in The Mandalorian.
That is true. They don't diss The Mandalorian. It's a good show.
I can't wait for season 3 next year. Should be good. But,
Great.
all
What
right.
are you doing all the place in this
Connor?
podcast back?
You're the only one that hasn't put in his prediction yet for the tag team title match. Go ahead.
I have the Young Bucks winning this, so their company, they're gonna win.
Game, we're disagreeing. Thank God.
I love the Bucks though, and Pinson. I love Pinson Phoenix too, but I have the Bucks winning this.
Yeah.
So, I will say, like, we got a steel cage match. We have a chance for them to actually, you know, put in a lot more things rather than just like. I just hope they don't. I just hope they don't annoy the living shit out of me with the whole zero fear thing. It really. Here's if you want to do it.
I could see a Meltzer drive from the top of the cage.
If you want to do it
Yeah.
once or twice in the
That
match,
would be
fine.
insane.
But don't do it 3, 4, 5 times in 1 minute, please.
Zello, mellow, Zello, mellow, Zello, mellow, Zello. Let's just do it 1,000 times in a row.
Zero,
Zello,
zero,
mellow,
zero,
Zello,
zero,
mellow.
zero, zero, zero. Concession
God.
stands, concession stands, concession stands, concession stands.
Is that what we'll be walking during this match? Oh no!
Well, if they keep doing that, I'll have a reason to.
Exactly.
All right, folks, we're going to move on now to the final match, the last one. The AEW World Title Match between Kenny Omega and Christian Cage.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be you, Christian.
Nah, unfortunately, I offered and they rejected it, so it didn't work out, but it's okay. And this match is the... You know what? It had a good build-up, it's okay, but I'm just not that interested in this one.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
course.
sure, go ahead.
Like, I was excited for this match when the feud first started. But we've already seen them wrestle for the TNA title and that tag match on Rampage, like, last week. So, like,
Exactly.
we've already seen this match.
Yeah, it
There
really...
you go.
It
But
kind
that's
of
about
just
it.
killed, like, if they would have just had this, like, not wrestle at all, like, this match would have been exciting, maybe, but, like, it kind of just killed all the hype.
Yeah, this is honestly the reason why a lot of feuds in WWE don't work out, because they have them already faced off so many times.
Exactly.
The same thing can be said
Same thing
here. Feud's good, the build-up, the storyline, that's all good. But just keep them away. That's all you had to do. Hell, look at that's like putting CM Punk versus Darby Allin at his first event in Chicago back in Rampage.
Yeah. Exactly. Punk hasn't even thrown hands yet.
Darby Allin's already been competing, but it wasn't against Punk.
Exactly.
He's getting himself ready while he's dealing with others. That's all you had to do. Oh, no, you want to make the first episode of Rampage look cool. What do? Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage for the Impact World title. I'm like, wait, what? They're not even Impact guys.
Which, in my opinion, does not make any sense because why would you have... Okay, I get it. Kenny Omega was the TNA champion, but why didn't you have it, I don't know, on Impact Wrestling?
Yeah, a TNA wrestler, please. These are two AEW wrestlers on an AEW show competing for a title that doesn't even exist in their damn company.
Which went to Christian Cage, who was obviously a TNA original, but still.
But he's an AEW guy. Make
any sense. Yeah, he's an AEW guy. So the AEW guy has the TNA championship in AEW, which it belongs to Impact Wrestling. Does that make any sense to y'all? I don't think so.
No, it doesn't.
I don't understand. It's so
Having
weird.
Kenny Omega winning all these world titles is seriously annoying.
Well, expect him to retain here because that's going to happen.
Yeah, the AEW world title, understandable, whatnot. But I'm just saying, the whole thing about him winning all these belts from TNA, from what the hell else did he win?
AAA.
The AAA title. AEW. I can see him being IWGP champ again. And then go off, all of a sudden he's WWE champion. And then all of a sudden, he's Universal champion! He beat the head of the table!
Slowly stepping up to the tribal chief. Yeah. Yeah, let's see that happen.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Kenny Omega segment to any of the main guys in WWE. Roman, Bobby, Ilya Dragunov, Samoa Joe. Yeah, those guys will wipe the floor with him.
Yeah,
plus, I actually want to see Ilya Dragunov and Kenny Omega. Please.
Yeah, that'd be nice. No, put the fucking NXT UK title on the line or something. I don't care.
Kenny Omega's the UK champ. I would love to see Kenny Omega as the UK champ.
Okay, here's the thing. What the hell? When it comes to regards of this, Kenny Omega, he's a great wrestler, and honestly one of the best there is on AEW. I'll admit that. The thing is, he's way too overrated. He's one of the most overrated wrestlers I've ever seen.
The problem with Kenny Omega is that people are listening to the wrong person. And they're listening to the wrong people out there. And they think, he's the greatest wrestler of all time. That's your opinion. If you think Kenny Omega is the greatest of all time, so be it. But I'm seeing people put Kenny Omega over the people who like The Rock. Shawn Michaels. Freaking Stone Cold Steve Austin. Bret Hart. Freaking Macho Man Randy Savage. Andre the Giant. Hulk Hogan. People like that. I mean, I get it. Don Callis is having me as the god of pro wrestling. And I get it. That's to give heat. And it's really working with me because Don Callis is really pissing me off. Kenny Omega, same thing. This is not the Kenny Omega in Japan that I used to know. This is not the cleaner. This is the janitor. This is the freaking janitor that works in your freaking school.
Isn't cleaner and cleaner and janitor the same thing?
It's that this one doesn't clean up that much.
But isn't that what a janitor is supposed to do and a cleaner?
Hey, Kristen, you're ruining my joke. I had it right there. I was waiting to use the joke on here, and you ruined it. Anyways.
Man just buried that John Cena style. God.
Dang. Now I gotta. Okay, fine. I don't know what to call him anymore. Just Kenny. Yeah, Kenny. Let's call him Kenny. Kenny
from South Park.
But he doesn't get hurt that much.
He dies all the time.
Yeah, Kenny hasn't died because Kenny apparently is Thanos. Yeah, no joke. People are calling Kenny Omega Thanos of pro wrestling.
Yeah. All right, hold up a second. If you hear that noise in the background, water's running around. I think there's going to be some work being put on, so we're going to have to wrap this up really quickly.
Okay, well.
So I'm just going to quickly say, Kenny Omega's winning this. That's a huge duh moment. Connor, what about you?
I have Kenny Omega winning this and Daniel Bryan showing up. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Kenny Omega's winning. Daniel Bryan showing up. What would he freaking do? Here we go.
Wait, hold a second. Hold a second. Excuse me. He cannot use Daniel. Actually, on second thought, yeah, he can.
Yes, he can.
He can use Daniel Bryan if it's Brian.
Yeah, but he's not going to use it. He's going to call himself He's going to call himself Bryan Danielson. That's his real name. Bryan Danielson showing up.
That's going to be awkward because here's the thing. He cannot be. Daniel Bryan, and he can't use the yes chant, and everybody's going to be chanting yes, guaranteed, if Bryan Danielson shows
Yes,
up.
he can use the yes thing because WWE doesn't own that.
Actually,
WWE doesn't own the word yes, so he can basically use that. And also, apparently, he can use his WWE thing because WWE doesn't own the rights to Fly the Valkyries.
no, that's what
Or is that
they
a
have
song?
is what they have is Flight of the Valkyries, Ride of the Valkyries is what you're
Ride
saying.
the Valkyries, okay.
Yeah, he can use
There
the
is like a
original
different
thing
version
used,
of it.
but the thing, of course, is Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan or whatever you want to call him,
The GOAT, man.
goat face, right? Got it.
Bruh, that's my guy.
That's what Kane used to call him.
Kane's not in AEW.
You're right. He's in freaking Tennessee.
Yeah.
Uh,
Man, he's doing good things.
but I'm just gonna put this out, like the whole thing with Daniel Bryan. Do not, just like CM Punk, do not expect him to be like the savior of wrestling or anything.
Nah.
Same thing if Adam Cole Bebe shows up.
Adam Cole, same thing. I see Adam Cole going to AEW for obvious reasons. His girlfriend's there. His friends are there. And let's face it, the main roster, in my opinion, on WWE, I don't know how they would do with Adam Cole. We wouldn't know, but we've had success stories. But at the same time, you never know with that company. Plus, could you imagine Cole put on some bangers in AEW with some people? I mean, he just the same thing in WWE, but still, like, come on, man. Give me Bryan and Cole again in AEW, please.
Hey, Cole, if you show up, please use something for you as your theme song.
Please, because that's such a dope theme.
All
I
right.
would appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our predictions to AEW All Out, which takes place this upcoming Sunday, and I will be present in the arena. I cannot wait for it. I'm excited, and I'm not much of an artistic guy, but I might consider bringing a sign or two with me.
Sweet.
Because I'm going to be facing where the cameras are going to be facing.
Nice.
That's going to be good. All right, that's going to qualify for it. And Connor, it was so great to have you back on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time coming, and this was a really fun episode. It was so funny that I cried of laughter at one point, so I missed it. So it was fun.
Yep. All right, Heel Balor, you know what to do.
All right, we're the Losers. This is our lounge. We will see you next week.